Hello, FitVic here, along with producer Jen.
Hey.
It is Thursday, the 4th of April, 2019. All right, 2 more days, 2 more workouts, and then we get to stretch on Saturday and take Sunday off. All right, so what a great day. We have a wonderful show. We have an excellent show planned for you today. We are going to do our biceps, our shoulders, our back, and then we're going to get down on the floor and work on our abdominals, okay? So get excited, Jen.
I am excited.
We had a wonderful show. If you missed the meeting with Lori Bishop, our weekly meeting last night to discuss nutrition, please go to Fit Victory's Facebook group and watch the show. Okay, you can kind of skim ahead on some of the sections when we get off topic, however, because we invariably get off topic, but it's all valuable. And it's I find it interesting, Jen, how you learn things. I did a simple change that I learned last night. I did that change this morning because most of you know I drink a protein shake about an hour before the show begins, and just to give my body plenty of nourishment for what I'm about to put it through. So that being said, let's get our bodies moving, and I'll continue that, and then we'll see what Jen has. Yeah, let's get our bodies moving. And so I made a couple changes. I typically will just gut stuff down. Like I would put my 2 scoops of protein, my plant protein, in 12 ounces of water, stir it up, and then down the hatch. Well, I changed it up and I did 12 ounces of unsweetened almond milk with vanilla, and I added half an avo and my 2 scoops of protein powder, plant-based protein powder. So put it in the blender, hit it for 25 seconds, and it was absolutely amazing. Jen, I feel bad for not saving you some of it. So it was so good. So sometimes just making little adjustments and putting a little bit of thought into what we eat can make all the difference, So keep that in mind, please. All right, what do you have for us today, Jen?
Well, today is National Vitamin C Day.
Oh, okay.
Interesting, huh? A whole day for vitamin C.
That's excellent.
So it's known for warding off colds, and it's also known to be a powerhouse in other areas of health.
Oh, excellent.
So it can reduce blood pressure, lower heart disease risk, can lower gout risk.
Oh, nice.
Keeps your skin healthy.
Does it say anything about a daily recommended amount?
I have to see. I remember
keep your body moving.
Linus Pauling is the one that did the study on that. I just know that, and his recommendation is 10,000 a day, but it doesn't say here.
Wow, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a lot.
All right, mimic me on this one, on this warm-up, okay, because this is going to be the first exercise we do. Just mimic me, just make a fist, and let's get some blood pumping to those biceps, okay?
National Librarian Day, so if you know a librarian, shout out.
All right, okay, I don't think I know any, actually. Well, I know the one downtown at the library, so I don't know her personally, but it's kind of on the, how you doing?
Right, that's how we know librarians, right? It's Jeep 4x4 Day.
Ooh, I could get into that. I actually used to own an old CJ and had a great time. Absolutely loved that Jeep, and then I had to kind of grow up a little bit and get something that would be comfortable driving more than 20 miles on the highway.
Sounds kind of nice. Yesterday was definitely a great day to do that.
That would have been a great Jeep day, but this was a pre-Wrangler. This was an old CJ, so it kind of beat you up. Your kidneys would be sore.
Yeah.
All right, keep moving those arms, okay?
That's how I remember Jeeps. I mean, if you're going to have a Jeep day, a Jeep 4x4 day, it's not going to be one that you're going to be feeling great going across.
Oh, yeah.
The U.S. in.
Just keep mimicking me.
So this is a funny one, National Walk Around Things Day.
That makes me think of
kids at home. You totally want to celebrate this, because kids walk through things all the time.
I like that dirty dish that's sitting on the floor of their bedroom.
Right. They just walk right through it. They don't even walk around it.
That's funny.
But this is like talking about a puddle of water and mud.
All right. Let's go ahead and get to biceps. So I'm actually going to increase my weight today for biceps.
You are?
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll see how far I get. And like anything, like I always say, if you increase your weights and it's just too doggone heavy or your technique starts to slip, immediately put those down and grab a lighter weight and then go at it. All right. Let's have a quick drink of water. Yes, it is just as good as it sounds. All right. And as an FYI, it's been a few years since I've been up to this weight, so we'll see how it goes.
Really?
Yes.
All right, we're all watching you.
All right.
Don't forget VPTV.
That's right. And what's that stand for?
Visualize, posture, technique, and breathe.
Yeah, we visualize how we want this muscle group to look. Make sure our posture is good. See my posture, my shoulders are back. All right. And when I do this exercise, my elbows are back. They're not up here. They're not resting on my rib cage. We're not slinging weights like this, using our momentum. All right. Technique over the amount of weight you lift. And then breathe. Ready? Exercise.
There's 1, 2.
All right, why don't you go ahead and tell us what other days, I'll take over the counting. Can you tell us what other days you have there, Jen?
National Hug a News Person Day.
4, pass, no.
I thought that was
5.
interesting. So it's an opportunity to just say thank you, to hug our local news
6.
person. So if you see Tom Brokaw, Barbara Walters, David Brinkley, Katie Couric, give them a hug.
8. 9.
And it's also National Chicken Cordon Bleu Day.
10. 2 more. Stay strong. I absolutely love chicken cordon bleu.
Do ya?
Mm-hmm. I don't eat it very often, but and 12. Well done.
Where do you get a good chicken cordon bleu? Do you make it?
Yeah, you pretty much have to make it in your house because everything else will be processed if you go to and buy a frozen chicken cordon bleu. And it's just so much better when we make things. And unfortunately, I think as a global society, we're cooking less and less at home. All right, let's stretch those biceps like this. All right, nice gentle stretch, stick your arm out. All we're doing is putting our palm up and just pulling our fingers back. A couple years ago, I was eating out so much, I was astounded that I had spent some ungodly amount of money just eating out for an entire month. And it's because it was habit and it's social and it's not always the easiest thing to do is cooking for yourself just for one. However, when you get the habit of it and you make some effort towards it, it gets a lot easier. And you might be making 2 meals in one go. So, all right. First set in the bag, I'm going to decrease my weight by 5 pounds. All right. Shoulders back, chest out. All right, we're gonna do a couple reps here. Ready? Exercise. All right, notice, please look up at the screen. Notice how my elbows are not moving very much. All right, this is very important. So if you've been doing these wrong, you may have to decrease your weights. If you've been crutching off of, if you've had your elbow stuck in your rib cage or in your stomach.
6.
There we go.
7.
Like anything, if you eat consistently healthy, you will get the results. Just like coming here with me every day or every morning. I highly suggest,
9,
once again, if you're watching this on demand, is always
10,
be a stickler. 2 more.
11, 12. Good job.
Because if you're watching on demand, please always try to watch at the same time every day. All right, because I get people saying, "Oh, I'm not an early bird. I do it better at this time." Like Jen, she works out every night. Okay, she kind of gets the mental reinforcement in the morning here at the show, but then she works out at night. But she works out at the same time every night. I think she tries to work out at the same time every night. You want to clarify on that?
I try.
But you typically are pretty close, right?
Within a couple hours.
No, blowing my point out of the way. All right, so Jen needs to work on being consistent with her time. But that's what I highly suggest is be very consistent with when you work out, okay? And it's 35 minutes, so stick it in there somewhere and make sure you do it. And after about 21 days, you'll get in the habit of it and you'll look forward to it. And you should be looking forward to it anyway. But
So being consistent is important, but also being realistic is important also. If I'm not realistic with really what my time demands are, and I pick consistency, then I won't do it because I'll make that an excuse instead of a reason.
right, because the bad thing about it is if we don't make fitness a priority, it gets pushed. It's easy. Somebody might call and say, "Hey, let's go to dinner somewhere." And you're like, "Oh yeah, but it's my workout night." And they're like, "Oh, come on. It's been ages since we've had a visit." And then you're like, fitness goes to the wayside. So, all right, I'm going to decrease another 5 pounds for the third set.
I totally pick relational over fitness, but I work out almost every day.
That's true.
Still get it in the end.
And it shows too. She works out every day and it shows. All right, ready? Exercise. Third set.
There's 1, 2, 3.
And if this is your first day, let's talk about measurements. If this is
4.
your first day, make sure you get your measurements. And then
5,
we'll be measuring again on Monday.
6,
So today will be your baseline measurement.
7,
And when it comes to measuring, just once again, be very consistent how you pull the tape. Be very consistent
8.
about how much you've eaten. I try to do it right when I get out of bed,
9,
because that's when I typically feel the thinnest.
10,
2 more.
11, and 12. Third set down.
Excellent. Whew.
So remind us where we should be feeling that.
This exercise, you should be feeling it right here. Yeah. You should be feeling it right here. Right up here. And you may feel a little bit in your forearm too, the rear part of your forearm. And that's just from holding on. That's just from holding on to the weight. But most of it should be right here. If you're feeling it someplace else, let us know. Shoot us a note, hit us on social media or via the Fit Victories group. Let us know. We love answering those questions. So and I don't have a full answer. There was a question asked yesterday about the chest exercise. I don't have a full answer yet for you. I think it was Sarah in Arizona. I don't have a full answer for you. My immediate answer was we'll change from doing presses to the sitting contracting your chest muscles, these flies, and until I can research a little bit more. So we gave her an alternative, and that's why we show alternatives on this show, because not everyone can do every exercise that we do. So, all right, fourth and final set of biceps. I'm going to stay flat. All right, BPTB. Little bend in your legs, feet shoulder width apart, little bend in your knees. There we go. Ready? Exercise.
Here's 1, 2.
And if you do not have a mirror, if you're working out at home and have not
3.
purchased a small mirror, I'd highly advise it. That way you can watch your
4.
technique, and you can also see
5.
and monitor your success, your progress.
6. 7.
Here in our studio, I actually have a mirror right there and a mirror right there. So
9.
pretty much any direction. And then of course I'm looking at I have a monitor right behind the camera.
10.
2 more.
11.
Finish strong.
And 12.
Excellent.
Good.
Excellent. Whew.
I think, Vic, in general, for women, it's harder to isolate our upper body muscles than it is for men. Men are generally, they're stronger upper body. Now, our legs, we can kill it with our legs.
Okay, so you're saying you think it is harder for you to isolate?
Yeah, so to isolate our chest and our triceps, especially our chest.
Okay.
And not try to use our forearm or, our biceps for the chest presses.
I got you. Okay, that could be part of it. That could be it. Because I can get it on the chest because it's not typically something a woman will work. Now for your arms, I will be more in the disagreeing with you on that.
The chest for sure. Like
Chest.
If we would naturally, we try to use our biceps to do anything with our arms, not our chest. So I think isolating. So how do you isolate that? I think is the question. How do you make yourself use that muscle?
Okay, now we're going to go to shoulders.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, palms up. And we're going to go 6 forward and then 6 reverse. Ready? Exercise.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You got me.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Excellent. Well done. All right, let's stretch out that shoulder. Let's pull your arm across. And notice I'm not on my elbow joint. I'm not holding onto my elbow joint here. We're either above or below. Just nice, gentle stretch. All right. Nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhale. Excellent. All right. Next set, I'm going to get a little creative and add a little bit of weight to mine. So if you're at that stage where you can add some weight, by all means add some weight. Only if you're ready though. Don't add it just because I'm adding it. Ready?
Ready.
Exercise. Forward.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
And reverse.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Whew. Well done. Well done. Just over 15 minutes. I'm sorry. Just over 15 minutes remaining. 15:59. There you go.
Okay, there you go.
All right, let's stretch those shoulders. Let's have a drink of water while we're at it. All right, stay with my pace, okay? Because I know some of you like to work ahead or try to work ahead. Stay with my pace.
So do you want to talk about National Burrito Day?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. National Burrito Day. Oh, so we go to Tacos Maria and observe burritos being eaten.
Ew.
All right, next set. Get in position. Ready? Exercise. Forward.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Reverse.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Excellent. Excellent. Actually, I really love tortillas. There's something about them. I love them. I'm a big fan of breakfast burritos over, I would say, bean burritos. Although I've had some very nice bean and cheese burritos, but typically it's not from a chain. It's places that actually make their beans. Well, actually, there's one chain. I think there's one chain that make their beans every morning. And there's another chain we have in town that makes their refried beans from a powder. So I'm not going to say which one, but it's probably pretty easy to figure it out. But if you do want to know, you can send me a note and I'll tell you which ones. All right, nice and loose. Now let's do our fourth and final set of shoulders. I'm actually going to increase my weight by 5 pounds. We'll see how this does. All right, ready, exercise.
1.
Oh, wow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And reverse.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Woo. Wow. All right. And do not increase your weight unless you're absolutely ready on that one, okay? Because as we get older, I've had a couple shoulder operations, and I know at least 2 of you have. So keep that in mind when you're working on your shoulders. If you hit any pain, it's one thing to have that muscle burn, but it's another thing to feel something hurt. And we want to avoid the hurt, okay? Remember, we're shooting for just a little bit sore each day, just a little bit sore. All right.
Ready for our backs?
Ready for our backs.
Okay, moving into it.
Whew. All right, now this exercise is, I have a slight bend in my knees. I'm bending at the hips just slightly, putting my hands together. All I'm doing is bringing my elbows back. I'm not swinging my arms or anything like this. I'm just bringing my elbows back, all right? Just like so, just bringing my elbows back. And I'm focusing on tightening these muscles back here, all right?
First set, BPTB.
Mm-hmm. Ready, exercise. Just bring your shoulders back, bring your elbows back. There we go.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
2 more.
11, and 12.
All right, now we get to do our funky cat stretch, right? Our chili cheese stretch.
There you go.
All right, just stick your back up, roll your shoulders forward, and just stick your back out. Like so. And I like to do this as well. Overhead stretch. Excellent. Excellent.
First set in.
And it's time for some water. Now, if you're matching me with your water, you should be about half a liter in.
Tell you what, Lori had a lot of great information again last night. If you're looking to eat better, eat towards your goals.
Yeah, it's. I just love learning things. I love. That's a game changer. That thing that I learned last night. So, I mean, that's a huge impact on my diet. Just those little changes, little tweaks, and it's stuff I already had in my refrigerator. All right, second set. Ready, exercise.
1, 2,
So,
3.
if you missed the episode last night or missed the meeting,
5.
for the broadcast.
6,
It's on the Fit Victories Facebook
7,
group. So go
8,
check it out.
9, 10,
2 more.
11, and 12.
Excellent. Excellent. And you know, Jen, a lot of people just don't know. They just are ignorant. They're not stupid. There's a difference between stupid and ignorant. They're just ignorant of what's in our food supply and the things that we're exposed to, because it's like that bag of chips, that innocent bag of chips. It's just potato. Well, that has all kinds of, what you say, the bad ones, hydrogenated oils and things like that in it. And it'll really strike home if you go watch the episode. She talks about how these oils they're warmed up, then they're boiled, and then they're cooled off, and they're off-gassing this and off-gassing that to get them to this
Shelf stable.
Yes. Wow, it hits home how many additives and things are put in our food just to make the food cheap. And I understand one thing, filling bellies, putting food in people's bellies that don't have any food. But when you have the opportunity to eat better, you have the ability to eat better. And some of us have just been trained that we don't know. You just don't know. Oh, well, you might go eat some chicken strips somewhere. Well, that's cooked in that oil, right? Ready? Exercise.
1,
But then I think
2,
the chicken strips the chicken itself
3,
has all kinds of stuff pumped into it.
4, 5,
So if you're gonna have chicken strips,
6,
make them at home.
7, 8, 9, 10,
2 more.
11, and 12.
Excellent. And when is the next biscuits and gravy day, Jen?
Tomorrow? I don't know.
Tomorrow's Friday, though.
You can have biscuits and gravy instead of donuts.
Oh, at the donut thing. Yeah.
Donut Friday.
Donut Friday. And if you don't know, Jen takes her littles. You call them the littles, right?
Uh-huh.
And all her little grandkids.
All my little people.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's kind of like this little cloud that follows her of kids. That's fun to see.
I'm their Gigi.
The Gigi.
And I take them for donuts on Friday.
All right, fourth and final set. This is the fourth set, right? Yes.
Yep.
All right, knees slightly bent, feet shoulder width apart, slight bend at your hips. All right, ready? Bring those elbows together. Exercise.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
2 more.
11,
Vic, I can count, man.
and 12. I like to not count though while I'm working out.
And I've heard more comments about that everyone appreciate you doing the counting because they don't have to look at the monitor. One more cat stretch. Chili Cheese Studio cat stretch. Shoulders, roll your shoulders forward. Excellent, excellent. Whew. All right, one more quick drink of water. And if you mimic anything that I do, okay, outside of the technique and everything, I don't want you to mimic my weight usage. I want you to mimic the technique, but not necessarily the poundage. However, when it comes to drinking water, mimic me. Please follow along. All right, hydrate. Because this is one of the easiest things you can do for yourself to have a big, quick impact on your body. All right, you ready, Jen?
Ready. Here we go.
Get our ab workout in. Excellent, there's plenty of time. I switched it up on Tuesday, and we're going to stick with that switch up. All right. And what this is going to be a basic leg lift. All right. I will demonstrate one. Putting my palms down here. I'm actually kind of putting them on under my butt just a bit. And I'm going to lift my legs up like this. And Jen will be generous in her counting. She's going to give us a 12 count. So just listen for her. Ready? Exercise.
There's 1, 2, 3.
Be sure to breathe.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Reverse Superman stretch. Point those toes. Point those fingers over your head. Elongate your body. Woo.
Ooh, I wanted to mention the article, the trending this morning, that the bad diets are responsible for more deaths than smoking, global study finds. They studied 195 countries.
Oh, wow.
And they used the data of what they bought and consumed, and the risk of death from diseases like heart disease, certain cancers, and diabetes. So that's something, isn't it?
Must be a lot of sugar in those diets.
Yep.
All right, that's amazing. That's sad because I think everyone has access to good, healthy things. It's just we get conditioned to buy the not so healthy stuff. All right, next set. Ready? Lift those feet up. Exercise.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Excellent. All right, elongate your body. Oh, you know what? I thought when you first said that to me, I thought you said fad diets, F-A-D. You said bad diets. That's why I didn't understand.
Yeah, bad, B-A-D.
Yeah, that's why I didn't understand earlier. Okay, in the show prep. Okay.
So, the countries that have a diet close to the Mediterranean diet, which is higher intakes of fruit, vegetables, nuts, and healthy oils, are the countries where they see the lowest number of diet-related deaths.
Huh. Wow. All right, next set. Ready? Exercise.
1.
Your feet should be about 6 to 8 inches off the deck.
4, 5.
You can mix it up a little bit too.
7, 8.
Do a couple
9,
little flutter kicks here if you need an
10,
extra burn.
11.
Be
12.
sure to breathe. And lower. Whew. And give yourself a little bit of stretching here. Nice elongated stretch. All right. And I'll pull my knees back a couple times. Oh. Excellent, excellent. All right, we're looking good on time. We're about to send you guys on your day. About to kickstart your day. All right. Now, hopefully Jen is very generous with us on this last set. Ready? Exercise.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, look at you go.
Lower.
Extra.
Whew. All right, I'm going to get a little bit of a side stretch here. Put my knees to one side, put them the other. Excellent. 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 All right. Whoa.
Good catch there.
Thank you. Can you?
Oh, I'm trying to find my mouse here.
There we go.
Exciting.
Woo. All right. We have another one in the bag. Well, we're even going to give you a couple seconds back, actually. So give yourself a pat on the back. It's another Fit Victory. Please eat towards your goals. Go check out the nutrition meeting we had last night on the Fit Victories Facebook group. And if you're new here, welcome aboard. We are glad to have you, and we will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.